All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's go ahead and make sure I'm unmuted everywhere. Looks like we're good to go here. Happy Monday. Happy Thanksgiving weekend or week. Hopefully, everybody gets a chance to hang out with their friends and family. For me, it's great. My grandkid is here, so super excited. So I hope everybody has a great week. Let's go ahead and jump into the market. Where the first things we're going to look at are the ES futures. And I'm just going to bring this down really quick so everybody can see it. We're going to talk about the notes really quick. ES slight gap up right back to the sideways channel, watching the 4H9 EMA. Honestly, nothing has changed in the weeks. Price is caught between two opposing zones. A new catalyst will be the make or break of these boxes. These boxes I have been using for almost 2 weeks now. Absolutely sideways. Broad market, the SPY, every one of these I'm looking at a 4-hour candle. Okay, so important to understand that. And we'll go over those just here in a second. All right, so give me 1 minute here. All right, so first things first on the ES futures, you can see price moved into this. So when I gave you the chart this morning, I said use ES to trade the MES, and we know that here at Trendy Trading, we use the ES blueprint for the SPY, the SPX, and the MES. All right, and so the levels don't lie. Basically, we have these notes on here. Use ES to trade MES if scenario long on reclaim of 3561 0.5 stop under the line in the sand, which is down here. We had some news that popped in. You could see the candle wicked right into our level, pushed back into here. Bracket trades, take the trade, boom, gives you several points to the upside. That's your first trade of the day. Now, we are sideways for now, okay? So this is going to be that level. Are they going to bring it back here and break this down? If they do, ignore this trade plan because you should have already had this, all right? Ignore it because it may become weaker. If it pulls back in here, I would look for an actual reclaim of this yellow line and blue line here at around 3553 and 3550 and a half, and that is ES futures. Far as the upside is concerned, you could take a line and just draw it across here, just like a trend line. This is resistance right here. Matter of fact, it's very peculiar because really your true resistance line should be right up here at 35.89, but they continue to stop it before it can even get there. All right, so please understand that. If we can get over these pivot highs here, I do believe we'll run very quickly into that 3590 area and then possibly 3600 and overall 3615. Far as the edges are concerned this week, let's go ahead and take a look here. This is higher on the curve. This is lower on the curve. Currently, we're lower on the curve. We're looking to get long again right here. All right, nice little move up, but again, we need to get over that pivot, and I'm looking for that move potentially into this yellow line here. All right, and just so I can make sure that I'm not talking for too long, can everybody hear me? Are we good? And you could see? All right, awesome. All right, good morning, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and move on then. If we come down into the broad market just one more time, I want to go over just our updates, very important. All right, so I'm going to bring this back down. So right in here, the SPY 4H, QQQ 4H, these are all the time frames I'm looking at for today. We are in a shorter week. DIA, closest to breaking out of the neutral. Keep an eye on this over 295.19. IWM, it's already over the neutral. Also on the 4H, support is at 178.14. All right, support levels. Okay, SPY 335.38, resistance 359.44. Basically, what I'm saying here, if bulls aren't in control, they will hold this level, and if they can get over the 359.44, it could break out. Okay, on the Qs, same thing. Support 289.70, resistance 294.05. Over this can break out. IWM and DIA looking at, out of the four of these, looking better this morning. Plan, keep in mind it's a shorter week. I will continue to monitor longer term trades and actively trade on the day, just like I do every day. All right, nothing's going to change here. All right, let's go ahead and move into some of the actual trade plans. So if you notice this morning, I updated those quite quickly. There are quite a few names that do look good, and I do have some focus trades. Let's just go ahead and pick a few here to take a look at. All right, so the first thing I'm going to look at here is going to be BABA. All right, so BABA was moving into some of our targets here. Pre-market was looking really nice. It was up at or around, you could see here, 276 and a half. And of course, some news came out immediately. All right, and our target was up here at 280, pulling back to what was resistance. Okay, so we took it last week. See, price moved into this level here at 271.33. The news brought it down into that level, and now we're looking to see if it can stay bid, meaning can buyers keep the price up? Very important here. If it starts to go bid and can break out above these levels, 274, 275, potentially it was just a news catalyst to bring it down into this gap fill, and then above 276 and a half or pre-market high, looking for 280. Personally, this is a weekly trade for me, I believe. I need to come over here on my monitor just really quick and check out my position. No, I have 25 days here. Excuse me. So we have quite some time. So the bigger time frame, let's go ahead and use this trend here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and measure that. And you can see the breakout happened about right here. We came down into the 23.6. Nice bullish range here. It's a void for me under 38.2, so basically around 267 or so. All right, so that's my levels there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Tesla. All right, so here's Tesla. This is the old blueprint. I have not changed this, everybody. So the only thing I did for you is I took out the red box because now we're in that red box, okay? So price came down into this level, almost to the tick. It's been a buy since then. Nice push up, some consolidation. 503.72, let's just call it 504 on the day. If 504 can hold for about 15 to 30 minutes. I like this for a possible push over this pivot at 509, and then possibly we can see all-time highs here into 538. All right, so that's what I'm looking for on this plan. Now understand that Tesla can move, all right, and it whips around. So when buying, for me, I like options that are a little bit more out of the money, so a lower delta, or I like to put on spreads, one of the two. All right, so this is the bigger look. Lots of consolidation here. ATH 503, okay, in this area. Looking for 538. Let me go to the weekly just really quick. There we go. So this is an actual extension target for me. I apologize. Extension target into the 538 level. 503.72, looking for 538. All right. All right, give me 1 second as I look here into our trade plans. So we can pull up some of these right here. Let's go ahead and look at Apple. So Apple, I just like to look at every day, just like a lot of traders. Just kind of interested in what it's doing and so forth. A lot of these, I already had the big picture down, so I'm looking at the 4H because nothing has changed. Remember, nothing has changed for the last several weeks. Nice consolidation here. We're underneath the 9 EMA. I like the trade better above 118.65. Set an alert above there. Really, it's hands off for me right now until I see something above these green arrows here. Again, just a consolidation area within here. It is making higher lows, lower highs, which is a sideways action. Okay, for right now, alert set above there. If for some reason market starts breaking down, I'll look to short this thing down into 116, 114. All right. All right, let's go ahead and move on. So there's that name LI out there. I put this out this morning. This is a trade plan. Okay, I love the way this thing is looking. Nice power move here. Potentially, if we can hold this next level, all right, and this is a plan that I had together, and then I threw on some neutral this morning and some extension targets here. If we can hold 40.59 again, just like the rest of the market, 15 to 30 minutes after open, let's kind of get an idea what the algos want to do and so forth. Looking to see if we can hold this. I'm looking for 41.72. You can see here we've tapped this twice. Okay, third time possibly a charm. So what I'd be looking for is starters in this region. just something small. And if we're right, we'll know if we're right because it will come up here, we'll retest this level, make higher highs. I can add in here, and then I'll be looking for that move into this area here. 45.88 by 44.23. Bigger picture, if I start here, let's say that it rolls back on us, say that I start here and price starts to move down, then I would add here in this level on a reclaim. And then as I move back up, then I would trim again here, and then I'm back to square one, holding a position for the upside. Okay, that is LI. So got to move down here. Also workhorse, also have this position. All right, so it's at 2670. We're almost to target. This is the old blueprint from last week. So far, everything working out very well. Next target is 2735. Above 2735 opens up 2885. Okay, very quick. Any questions on workhorse? All right, moving on. Let's go over here to TDoc. Now this one's a little bit different than the rest of these trades. We're lower on the curve, and what I mean, these are trendy edges. These are higher time frame edges. So when we see the higher time frame edges, we think swing, not necessarily intraday trade, but you can use these levels for intraday trading. Notice that prices moved back into the trendy edge this morning, and my plan here is to keep it really simple. If it pulls back again and then reclaims above this pink line at or around 197 and a quarter, I'll be looking to go long. Adds above these pivot highs here around 200 and a half, and then looking for that move into the decelerator around 208. Far as this week's concerned, if it does work at the lower end of the curve, my price target for this week would be somewhere between 208 and 215. That's TDoc. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Look at AMD. All right, here's AMD. Pretty straightforward. You can see what's going on here as well. Consolidation. This is on a 4-hour. If you'd like to take a look at it on the weekly, I'll give you a better look here. Give me 1 second. All right, as you can see, just sideways action. And as of right now, forecasting, we got 2 inside weeks. All right, 2 inside weeks, possible inside and up. The move really starts happening above 87. Okay. The move really starts to happen above 87, but I expect a rejection there. And again, consolidation, possible breakout later in the week. So right now, the biggest thing is if 83.18, or just call it 83, can hold, I'm looking for a move into 87. Everybody understand that? Any questions? All right, let's go ahead and move on. So again, I like this look, just sideways, kind of like the rest of the market, but there is a forecast here. If we could push and stay above 84 and a quarter, it looks like an inside and up, we could get a really nice move here. Okay, again, that's AMD. Let's go ahead and go to Square, also in this one. All right, nice move here, above 201. All right, almost in the money here. Very nice. Let's go to a 4-hour so you can actually see the action that's going on right now. Okay, let's bring it over to 4H. Sorry about that. And here we are right there. All right, so this is a 4H candle. We got close to our first target at 203. We got that little blip of news, pull back into the 9 EMA on the 4H. If I were you, I'd be watching it, bring stops up. Don't let this thing go red on you. If you wanted to, you could bring it into a 2H or a 4H, meaning 4-hour or 2-hour candle. Our next target is 203. Above there, we can move into 208. My plan here is probably close. Depending on what the action is this morning on open, and then possibly looking at just naked directional for a lower probability trade. Again, still using my levels, but because of time constraints and because it's a holiday week, possible that we could push and then go sideways this week, which would really frustrate a lot of traders. But again, naked directional, I may be looking for anywhere between 208 and 215 this week. All right, and that's SQ. Let's go ahead and move on down here. Let's go ahead and take a look at shop. All right, here's SHOP. I love saying that. It sounds like I'm saying something bad, right? It sounds like a cuss word. Here we are. Nice little trend line here. You can see pull back into the nines. I'm not really I'm not open to taking this trade until I can see it get over the decelerator. And you can see, folks, over and over, it's coming up into here and having a hard time. That's why it's called the decel. So if it can get above the decel, then I start to get interested. That level is at 991.7. Let's just call it 992. So for me, I'm going to create an alert really quick here. And I'm going to make sure this says 990, I don't know, 990. Want to get it right before it happens, right? Give me 1 second. Yeah, we'll just put it at 991. All right. So at or above 991, and then that's going to bring me over to take a look at the trade. And again, if we can break and hold there, we open up the ACDC. ACDC equals ME. I'm looking for this move up here towards 1104. That's the bigger target. Time is the variable, shorter week, possibly spreads into 2 weeks out. We are kind of middle here. We are lower on the curve. This was the area to start buying right in this level. All right. And let's go into today's focus really quick. Just giving you quick looks at these. TTD. Okay. I believe we already took a look at. Oh, here we go. All right. So some upgrades and these as well. So this is an upgrade. This is my upgrade trade. All right. Really straight and simple. 843 by 60, 836. This is all neutral. Yellow means mellow in the yellow. Just kind of chill out, let it do its thing. My plan for this trade, if price can bid above here, it's starters. If it could take out the pre-market high, I add in, looking for an extension into 854.80, possibly 862, possibly 874 on the week. Overall, for me, my resistance level comes in here around the 9 EMA on the 2H or the 4H, just depends on your risk tolerance. That's at or around 830. Okay. Next one I want to look at here is going to be NVTA. Okay. NVTA. Nice ACDC setup. I made it simple. 48 holds, then I'm looking for these targets up here at 51.43, 53. Okay, 51.43 by 53. And let's move over here to Roku, which I believe I already showed you. Nope. So here we go. These have hit all of our targets, by the way. So if you remember our blueprint from last week, doing very, very well. As far as this morning, 268.53 by 266.34. Nice little setup here. If this can hold, looking for that move. Starters, ads above that pre-market high at around 271. Looking for extensions into 72.2, 74.57, 76.15. And again, this area right in here needs to hold. It's up to you what you like. 4H or 2H is really what I'm focused on this morning as we open up here. All right, very straightforward. And let's go to MU. This was upgrade. Man, what an amazing trade we had on this. And man, if we just would have held it right for that much longer. But nice action here. Look at this sideways action. Looks like it really wants to break out. Neutral, 62.39 by 62. Same thing. If it could break above that 62.39, I really like this into this blue dotted line here. Then I'm looking for 63, 63, 56, and 64, 53 overall. Again, looking at the 4H and the 2H, 9 EMA. Let me make this clear. If for some reason we sell off on open when price moves into that 9 EMA, what I'll be looking for is if we can get the reclaim on it. And if the ES and the NASDAQ and I'm watching futures and everything starts to bid up, I feel a little bit more confident in taking those trades to the upside. All right. But again, probably going to wait at least 15 minutes. I say that if I break my rules, then I'll go smaller and I'll add on confirmation. All right. Here's one last one I want to take a quick look at, and that's GS. So far as the banks go, I think this is important. All right, I want to show you the bigger look. This is my blueprint. You can see the trendy edges on a high time frame are working very well. All right, and it's just a consolidation here. The bigger move can happen above 224.47, currently at 225 by 40. I'll be definitely watching this, possibly 230 to 235 this week if this 224 can hold. Okay. All right. Anything out there you guys would like to take a look at, Raul? I see that you want to look at ZM. That's like a daily thing for you, right? All right, so here we go. As far as the week is concerned, you can see the 9 EMA is resistance as of right now. That resistance comes in around 449. That's your biggest thing for right now, okay? Can it get over that 449? Possibly a nice pullback. The pullback didn't really come into anything over here. We just got a relief bounce going on right now. And really, if it can't get over this 9 or the ME, I'd expect ZM to come all the way back down into 300 level. All right. That's if we can't get over these levels up here, this pink line and um, this 9 EMA here. All right. Now, if it starts to build up over that, obviously your next target is going to be 471.92. Just call it 471, and then holds above 471. We'll be looking for that move back up. All right. But far as right now, the thing that you want to be concentrating on is the weekly. I know you're in a longer term trade. Be watching the weekly 9 EMA and be watching this low over here. Currently, lower highs, higher lows. Looks like possible sideways action here for a little bit. Okay, we do have earnings coming up as well. Keep that in the back of your mind in only 7 days, Raul. All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look. Somebody asked about Guild. We'll take a look at that. All right, so here's Guild. This is a long ago. It looks like that I drew this up. So we're going to clear this up really quick. And you can see, the edges are working. They're working perfectly, actually. You look to get long to the downside, and then you look to, you got an edge above you. This is going to be resistance. So the biggest levels here for you, 57, call it 58, needs to hold, and bulls need to break that 62.15 level. Okay, very simple. It's sideways trade for right now until one of those two happen. And then you guys say Snap is on fire. So is Blink. And if you didn't take Blink, then I don't know what to tell you. Snap is one thing. It's not, it's a sideways consolidation. Look at this thing on the weekly. All right, this looks great. I agree with you. But when you say fire, this is fire. Okay, there's a big difference. This is on fire, right? And we gave you this trade all the way from the breakout. And possibly you could see here, I believe it hit my target pre-market. That's what targets look like. We gave you this blueprint last week, the week before. Things are looking really good for Blink. Now, that 26 can hold. Of course, market likes round numbers, possibly 30. If it pulls back, could see at or around 22 and a half. All right, so workhorse for me, just really quick, when we open up here, I'll probably close the 25s, like I said, and keep the 26. I have both 25s and 26s. Okay, just so everybody knows. Square, same thing. Depending on where we open up, I'll probably just close and then buy naked directional to the upside. Piton, I still have. It closed at 40% on. I trimmed a lot of that position already, but you can see here it's just kind of flat. All right, nice little flag building here. Your risk is it could pull back into the 105 and a half area. Far as bullish concern, we could see 114 very shortly. All right, let's go ahead and look at JMI. All right, so there we are, 25.55. This looks like an old blueprint that we put together. By the way, have you guys looked at lithium? Gave you lithium a long time ago. That was the longer term trade. It's hit all of our targets, guys. I hope some of you guys taking advantage of that. All right. All right, so here we are. This was my blueprint. Again, I must have made this a long time ago because you can tell by the white dotted lines, but it's hit our target. So 25.55 is that level. 25.55 holds. Looking for 31.09, or just call it 31. Okay. Nice, Homer. Nice, B Daddy. Very good. All right. Anything else? And we're going to get started here in about 6 minutes. So All right, so got those two things going on there. Sorry, I'm just going through some positions here. And we also have Lulu. Lulu's been doing really well. Got a lot of good trades going on right now. But you can see here they're at 347, couple bucks up. I think it's so crazy. Sorry. So off subject, we have people that pay for charter. You know, they come in here and like charter, and they come through our canal. So they pay for someone to take them through our canals so they can fish. Interesting. I guess this time of year when it starts to get colder. Now it was 80 degrees yesterday, but today is just a tad bit colder. All right, so what we're going to do right before open, we're going to come over here to the ES futures. Like I said, the first trade is already gone off. It happened, that's the thing about futures. You want to do bracket trades, give you levels. It came right into our level here. This was your buy. It's moving up nicely from here. So we're going to pay attention to the PMZ on open. Bulls, if they can take out that 35.75 area, then we have a possible chance of moving. If they can't, then I would expect it to come back down and possibly make a higher low or test this low. All right. So this box is very important. The risk right here is 3.5. And hopefully you guys like the plan. Check us out, give us a like, retweet us, let us know what's going on. If you got any questions, please reach out. Check out trendytrading.co. Have a great week. It's going to be a super week. I can feel it.